for the fury of those who are oppressed.
Oppressed people's nation. I'm only here for the people.
I was working as a minister in the prison. I seen two things that bothered me. Allowing the inmates to have other inmates that dye their underwear pink. The guards, those who working in the factory. The other thing that made me sick was when young boys who was weak and wasn't strong and were compromised just so they can get along, wear the underwear backwards. So they can have easy access to your butt. Yeah.
Backwards?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, the men's underwear's got to open for the front, for them to urine. They take it and turn around and wear it backwards.
Wow.
So they can have it open until they butt. They allow that. Certain penitentiaries will allow inmates to have other men's picture on their table as their wives. The God sanctioned marriage.
Between two men.
Between two men. This is the dehumanizing program in the institution. This is why strong, political, religious, moral people go into the penitentiary. If they cannot break you, you are in isolation. You're in isolation. I have seen the isolation. I have seen the other side of it. I've seen the madness to the point they end up removing me out of there so they can get a minister that they can control, because they could not control me.
That's right.
They could not control me. And now they are building all of these penitentiaries. They're privatizing all these penitentiaries. They are firing all the teachers, cutting back all the teachers.
I just seen in the newspaper though they ain't gonna let them. The county ain't gonna let them privatize prisons. I just seen it in the newspaper less than 2-3 days ago. They're not. The county is not gonna let them privatize prisons.
That'll be a good thing.
So that's that's a good thing, because this privatizing prisons, to me, it ain't nothing but promoting homosexuality.
Yes, ma'am.
And I'm gonna tell you something.
Come on, sister.
As a sister that has a family member in the prison system, and as a woman, I am truly pissed the fuck off.
Sister. Come on, sister.
When you motherfuckers manhandle a man.
Come on, sister.
Okay, because it's enough of them in prison that's voluntarily going that way.
That's right.
I have a problem when y'all mentally intimidation, because it's not so much as the physical.
Come on, sister.
It's the mental intimidation.
Come on, sister.
That when the man is free.
That's right.
That the woman that he comes home to.
Come on, Sister Brown.
He can't get his dick hard.
That's right.
And it ain't because he don't want his motherfucking dick to be hard. It's because he done been intimidated. And he's been raped in prison. And he can't even break it down to the one that's done been there through it all. He can't even tell her, baby, they done got it.
That's real. That's real, sister.
I have a problem. Hold on, brother. I have a problem because the bottom of the line, homosexuality, it is not left up to me to pass judgment on you.
Come on, sister.
All right?
Come on, sister.
But when you take a man's manhood, because first of all, I believe, like they say, you do the crime, you gotta pay the time.
Okay.
All right? But you ain't gotta do the time as a bitch.
Come on, sister.
Because you walked in there, man.
Come on, sister.
And you supposed to walk back out, man.
Come on, sister. That's what I'm talking about.
And let me tell you something else.
Yeah.
Y'all fucking up good pussies, too.
Come on, sister.
All right? You're fucking them up.
Come on.
Because what happens is, when after the period of time after they do get their dick hard,
Come on, sister.
they be done messed around and got AIDS from being in jail. So then 2 years after jail, the woman end up being infected.
Come on, Sister Brown.
With something that she didn't even know nothing about. She putting money on the brother book, keeping the phone
Come on,
open.
sister.
You know, she doing everything, even being loyal and faithful.
Come on.
But you want to go in here and rape these real men
Come
when
on.
you got men walking around with pink panties.
Ready to go.
You got men walking around with their pants, done turned them around.
Come on, sister.
You got men around here, and let's keep it real and make one more note to the prison system that y'all
Come
started.
on with it.
This sagging shit.
Come on, sister.
Sagging came from prison.
Come on.
It was another call card for, hey, I'm ready.
Let me
Help me out, bro. Am I lying?
let me.
No, you ain't lying, sister.
It goes further than that. It also goes back to the plantation. The slave owner on the plantation know which boy was had
Speak up.
on the plantation. If you move to another plantation and that slave boy is sagging, that slave owner know that boy has been had. See, this goes back. Seriously, that's gonna say that when we look at all of this stuff, all of this goes back to him dehumanizing us, and we repeat it. We repeat it, and not knowing actually what we're doing. Going back to the rape thing, this is one thing brothers have to understand. Rape is not a so-called sexual, even though he might get a thrill, but you can get your thrill off jacking off strewing a pillow.
Yeah.
You know,
Right,
you know,
right,
you can
right.
get your freak on. This is an act of violence. It's an act of control. It's an act, and especially when it comes to like women's, a weak man scared of a real woman. So this is why he will go grab and rape a girl, because he's scared of a woman. And whenever you see a strong man going into a penitentiary, and if he gang rape, that do not take away from his manhood.
Mm-hmm.
Because usually that's where all your shakes come from. He will come around and you will get killed. Because he coming to revenge because his mind is strong. But then it's like you say, you got those who goes in waiting to be taken because they are not men, they are weak.
Right. That's
it.
you got what we call, it's enough of these here down low brothers.
Come on,
Yeah.
sister. Yeah.
It's enough of these down
Tons
low
of
brothers.
them. That's right.
All right. Kissing in the bathroom, staying in the
right.
bathroom. We
That's
at the
right.
restaurant. Your man in the bathroom
That's
asking,
right.
did he have a number 2? No, he was in there washing his hands.
Come
It's
on.
enough of them down low brothers
Yeah.
in the penitentiary that you ain't got to mess with the straight men.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, that is why I said that we have to understand the penitentiary is to break the black man down. See, because the prison is no more than a confined community. It got everything that we got out here. It's got your drugs, it got your alcohol, it got you what you call your female, but they are female pretenders. It's got everything. They got their own rules, they got their own laws, they got their own culture.
Got jailhouse rules.
Yeah,
That's right.
And it's the same thing. I was talking with Imam Sadiq today in Youngstown, and also talking with Imam Kareem from Georgia, and it said 2 of the things that can happen in the penitentiary that is dangerous. One is that somebody will put out that you are one. Okay. The other thing is if you feel that you finna threat is coming down, then it's best to make sure that you do it. You complain, you go orally, because if you write anything down, you get in the wrong hand, then you become a jailhouse snitch. And so now you catching hell from both sides. They got this thing so set up in the penal institution. It's since Brown is I'll tell you, when the brothers come out, and those brothers come out strong, those brothers should be well welcome back into this community, because it's like I was telling the brother today, Imam Kareem in the Georgia Penal Center. I said there were 3 brothers people talked about that was in a furnace fire, and they were called Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. They said it was the 3 Hebrew brothers that was in that fire. And I said, like they always do, it was 4 in the fire. It was Meshach, Shadrach, Abednego, and the Negro. They forgot the Negro, and because they forgot the Negro stayed in the fire the longest, and this is why we the baddest. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And see, and that's how that penitentiary is, that when no brothers and sisters that come out that are strong, we got to give them the best welcoming. Because that penitentiary, when I first got locked up, I would go to the zoo, and I always wondered why the animal paced back and forth until they locked me up. Now I know.
Because they're caged.
They caged. It's not in the human being nature to be locked up except in his mother's womb. That's the only prison that was ordained. Even for the dogs and cats.
That's right.
All of them. The only prison that was ordained for life was the womb of your mother. And it wasn't for no punishment.
That's right. Development.
It was for your development and discipline and growth. Even in that womb, you be kicking. Creator said, no, it ain't time. Oh, baby, feel it. Look at him, he kicking. No, it ain't time, baby. He's still locked down. This what we seeing now is the most heinous crime